Hello, everybody. Welcome to Working Monday. We are here with Beth, and today we are going to talk about an app that helps you analyze a blog post. I'm assuming anything, really, anything kind of written, to make it easier to read from a readability perspective and understanding, and is it optimized for a reader to kind of get through it and get the information that they want and they need. That's about as much as I can talk about on the app. So Beth is going to tell us a lot more about this magical app, what it does, why it's worthwhile, and why you should check it out. And I'm assuming this is a free app.
Oh, yeah.
We love free, don't we? Okay, cool. Take it away.
All right. So I came across this tool a couple years ago, and I was just blown away with how it analyzed blog posts, any kind of body of text, really, and showed me how to make it easier for people to read. So it kind of comes back to user experience. We want end users to have a good experience, whether you have a blog, whether you write emails. You want people to consume that content, and they're not going to consume it if it's hard to read. And, most people are very capable of reading, but if something is more difficult, more challenging to read, or it doesn't make sense and it's confusing, they're likely to drop off and not finish reading the blog post that you spent a long, long time on. So if you want people to read the work that you've written, if you're just interested in copywriting, it's something you enjoy and you want to get better at it, I'd highly recommend checking out this tool. So I'm just going to share my screen. Here we go. And I've got some text here. I just pulled one of our GeekPack blog posts. And this is the app here. So if you click on that, it'll take you to, it's called Hemingway Editor. And they do have a desktop app, but I always use the website. And all you do is you take your copy. So I'm going to grab the copy that I have here, just so we have a real life example to work with. And this is quite long. We won't go through all of it, but just so you can see what it can do. I'm going to paste that in there. And then, so first of all, up at the top here, you can format your blog posts or articles or whatever you've written in here. And I believe if you copy this across to WordPress, to a Google Doc, anything like that, the formatting stays, which is really helpful. So you can work in here and then just transfer it where it needs to be transferred. So you can use all this up here to format your blog post. And then over on this side, it gives you a reading grade. And reading grade 6 is apparently pretty good. So it's not too hard for people to read is what I get from that. It also tells you how many words there are, and it can break that down into how long it thinks it will take for people to read. And every now and again, when I see a link shared in Facebook, it'll tell you like the estimated reading time. And I find that's pretty helpful. Like knowing whether I want to click on that link and take the time that it's going to take to read it. Tells you letters, characters, all that good stuff. So you can see a breakdown there in detail. But the thing that I use this for most, and the thing I find really interesting, is this here. So this is color coded. So you've got adverbs. It tells you to aim for 13 or fewer. And I believe that's based on how many words are in the blog post. It breaks it down into how many adverbs you should have. Tells you if you're using a passive voice, and a goal for that here is 15. Again, I believe that's based on how long the content is. It gives you suggestions for how to make things simpler to read, and then sentences that are hard to read or very hard to read are also highlighted. So you might write a first draft of this and then put your copy in here, and it'll go, oh, okay, well, this I think is quite difficult to read, and you can break that up and change it. Sorry, I just heard a noise. I don't know what that was.
My device that I will not name that starts with an A has just alerted because we have bad weather. Wow, you can't make this up.
I didn't know if it was something I did.
No.
So the way that this works is sometimes there are suggestions and you can just click omit and it'll take things out. It can tell you to replace things, so I'll just click replace on that. But for sentences like this that are hard to read, or there's a couple like these two are very hard to read, it's saying you'll have to come in and adjust those yourself. So I think when I pressed omit on that, it jumped me back to the top. So let's see if we can break this up. If you've worked in hospitality, you will have customer service experience. So I can put a period right there and change that to this is important. And that's made that easier to read. And we could probably do the same here, but I won't go through this like line by line and edit it as you watch. But I think this gives you a really good overview of what this tool is capable of and how it can draw your attention to the parts of your copy that need your attention and help you write better for user experience so that people read your copy and hear what you have to say. Because we all spend a lot of time on our work and we want people to consume that. So I just thought this was a really cool tool when I found out about it. I wanted to share it with you guys.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I didn't know this existed. And you're right. We work really hard. We spend a lot of time, crafting and trying to add value and writing and putting all this stuff out there. And if it's not easy to consume, then your end user,
Bless you.
on live. I felt it coming and I was like, maybe it will go away. Nope. Thank you. When you want your end user to experience all the hard work that you've put into it. And sometimes we just get so busy into writing and we get in our own head and we're just trying to get all the information out there. This app just kind of magically comes up and says, this is how you can make it even better. And like you said, it's completely free. So we're always a big fan of that. So amazing. Well, if you have any interest in learning more about writing blog posts, offering writing as a service, offering blog posts as a service, making blog posts better with SEO, with the Hemingway app, with any of these things, all of these skills we offer in GeekPack, and we would love to invite you for a free 14-day trial. Go to geekpack.com/trial, completely free, 14 days. Come in, check it out. Learn all the stuff, go through all the courses. You can join our community, ask questions, get advice, and just check it out completely free. We would love to have you and see if it's a good fit. So any questions, let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much. Y'all have an amazing rest of your Monday, and we'll see you next time on Marketing Monday.